All right, joining us now, Colorado Attorney General Phil Weiser. Thank you so much, Mr. Weiser, for coming in to talk about this really important issue. I do want to start by asking you, why is it that you found it really important for you to join this lawsuit?
The Dobbs decision says whether abortion care is available is up to the states. In this case, involving Mifepristone, that could be taken away. As was just noted, 2/3 of abortions provided in states like Colorado are provided through Mifepristone. That becomes illegal. You're destabilizing reproductive freedom, something Coloradans care deeply about. This case doesn't only affect states that might want to ban or limit access to abortion care. It affects every state.
I do want to talk about that because Colorado has laws that protect abortion rights. As you mentioned, it's an important issue there. But some Republican-led states have moved to ban or severely restrict access to abortion. How is this ruling, you think, how will it affect your state, whatever they decide?
Taking the most reliable and a well-demonstrated safe drug off the market is a reckless act for a court to do. It's the FDA's job to make expert judgments about the safety of drugs like Mifepristone. That's what they did here. Coloradans rely on this, and to force Coloradans to go either to a medical abortion or to a drug that's less reliable or effective, it's just wrong. And it goes against what the court said in Dobbs, which is this will be up to the states. That's why we're fighting so hard for this reproductive freedom. We know that the battle joined in Dobbs is not over. This is one other example of fighting for reproductive freedom. Coloradans care deeply about it. That's why I'm fighting in this case.
Can you tell me what that fight looks like? Because you've joined a case, how involved you are, what you will be seeing and hearing as far as arguments go?
When you get to a case in the Supreme Court, there's a chance for a range of different actors. So, for example, the pharmaceutical industry has also gotten involved, filing what I hope to be an influential amicus brief saying that this destabilizes the whole pharmaceutical industry to have courts making these judgments. I'm working with a coalition of states that believe in reproductive freedom, making the point that you can't just take this drug off the market because it's a medication-assisted abortion drug. That's actually taking choice away from states that want abortion to be legal. So we're committed to protecting the people of our states, protecting our rights as states to push for reproductive freedom. And if this decision is allowed to stand, it's going to be a huge setback for reproductive freedom.
I want to go over what's happened sort of in the last 2 years. Telehealth visits where the drug can be prescribed have substantially increased since the Dobbs decision. A decision reversing the safety of Mifepristone could seriously undermine the FDA's approval process and invite conservative judges to second-guess the agency's guidelines. What are your worries among some of those things that you have been seeing, that there is an increased use in this?
My worries are several-fold. We need to be very clear about why reproductive freedom matters. When a woman says to a doctor, I'm worried about my pregnancy for any number of reasons, the ability to manage a pregnancy with one's life and one's mental health, the potential that maybe the pregnancy is a result of rape or incest, health concerns, whatever those conversations are, that's between a woman and a doctor. You remove the most reliable, effective way to provide abortion care, you're making life harder on people. That has a real impact. It makes it harder for someone who might then have to go for a medical procedure. So we're really concerned about a huge step back for reproductive freedom. We're also really concerned because the drug industry in the United States of America is one of the most innovative in the world. We've got a system to evaluate the safety and the efficacy of drugs. This would upend that whole system by giving judges the ability to make, for whatever reasons they might think, determinations, no, we don't want this drug on the market. That could have applications in a range of areas. So this case is a really big deal. It's important for reproductive freedom. It's important for our pharmaceutical industry, and it's important for the rule of law.
Attorney General Phil Weiser, we will leave it there. Thank you so much for coming on to talk through this really important issue. Appreciate you.